Welcome into Taylor Kitchen. Today we are making the most delicious Brussels sprouts you've ever had. They were the most delicious Brussels sprouts I ever had, and the recipe is very, very easy. Actually, this is my niece Country's recipe. So recently, my niece Country got married to Eric, and they got married in Tuscany, but we had her reception in Michigan where they live. And the next day, Country invited us over for dinner to she and Eric's home, knowing that I'd be flying out. So we're just gonna spend a little bit of time with them. And she made these Brussels, she and Eric, I suppose, and they were the most delicious Brussels I've ever had. And I asked her for the recipe and she's like, oh, I just threw this together and that together. As typical, you know, it's like no official recipe. I'm making this the official recipe. So she'll have to correct me if I got anything wrong, but it's Brussels. And I'm just a little bit short of the package here, so fewer than you would normally have, but in an iron skillet. And then I did a little bit of garlic powder, like a half teaspoon. And she said this is her secret: 4 strips of bacon that she just places over these Brussels. And basically she lets these Brussels roast down with that bacon fat, and the bacon gets nice and crispy and flavors the Brussels. And then there's a couple other steps that I will show you after these have spent some time in the oven, and the bacon renders all that delicious savory fat down into those Brussels. And then there's more, not a whole lot more, but just enough to make these the most delicious Brussels you've ever had. So into the oven they go. Okie dokie. Ooh. Step 1, out of the oven after a nice low and slow roast. The Brussels are wilting down and the bacon is almost crispy, almost. I'm gonna drain it just a little bit. Super hot, super, super hot. And at this point, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt and pepper to my Brussels there. I give them a little stir. Then I wanna chop up this bacon. If you have a crispy bit, this can be the cook's treat at this point. But all that goes in, back in. Okay, give that another little mix up. Okay, and here, oh yeah. Here was Country's finishing touch. Breadcrumbs. These are homemade breadcrumbs. Now, I usually have homemade breadcrumbs on hand because I make my own sourdough, and when we have some pieces left, I just let them dry out, and then I'll grind them up in my food processor. This happens to have a little bit of parsley mixed in with it, and I just keep it in the fridge so I have fresh breadcrumbs at all times. And then she topped it off with Parmesan. Fresh Parm. You can use the stuff out of a jar if you want to, but I always keep fresh Parm. And if you wrap it up like this, or Reggiano or whatever kind of cheese, even Asiago would work. But if you wrap it in parchment, and then I keep it in a bag like this in my fridge, it lasts so much longer. And I'm just gonna freshly grate some of this over the top. And this will give this that lovely crispy, breadcrumby parm topping that, man, her Brussels were so good. My mouth is watering just remembering how good they were when we had them in Michigan. And then these are gonna go back into the oven just until the topping gets nice and crispy, but maybe 5 to 10 minutes and we'll be ready to eat. Hey there, if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us, and give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. We love to hear from you, and it really helps out our channel. Also check us out at tkfoodie.com. Those are out of the oven, roasted to perfection, and so super flavorful. just give them a little toss about. You get that crispy parm on top, crispy Brussels, that bacon, oh my goodness. And I'm just going to get a little mouthful in here. Ooh, nice. Bacon, Brussels, parm. The parm got all nice and lacy on top. So cool. Look, I mean, seriously, look at that bite. That's gonna be really good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There's a reason why these Brussels stuck in my head since my Michigan trip. And having those at my niece's house, this really is going to be my new go-to Brussels recipe, probably pulling this out for Thanksgiving. This is just phenomenal. So thank you, country, for this recipe. You've got to check this recipe out. It's on tkfoodie.com. You're gonna love it.